I'd like to say a few things about the upcoming workshop, Writing Waves, which is a one-day event that combines the 5 rhythms and writing. And I want to let you know a little bit about the thinking and some of the format and what to expect in case you're on the fence and thinking about joining. And if you've already signed up, to give you a little teaser. So Gabrielle Roth, the creator of the 5 rhythms practice, said, "This is just the little black dress that I put on for you," right? And she was talking about dance, like that the 5 rhythms, it's a practice about how creative energy moves. And we love to dance, dancing is a big part of our practice. And it can be, the 5 rhythms moves in any creative work, right? And anything that arises takes shape and falls away. So these waves that we experience can also be experienced through writing. And personally, writing has been an incredibly important part of my own practice. From almost the very beginning, I would make notes after class, and before long I started to kind of spin those into longer texts that would write about sort of my internal and external experience on the dance floor and some of the things that were arising. And I'm really, really excited to bring this to people to share some of this, some of what I've discovered on this dancing path and this writing path. And so one of the things I've been thinking about lately is how we think about inspiration, right? And some of these ideas come from a book by Elizabeth Gilbert. She's the one who wrote Eat, Pray, Love, and she has this lovely book on the muses, on inspiration. And she talks about how there was a time in the ancient Western world when the muses, right, were external to you. They visited you with some kind of a special creative gift, right? And households had genies who they were external to the people, right? They were sort of in the house, and they would help people, right? And they were also called the genius, right? And over time, and especially at the point of the Enlightenment, instead of the genius helping us and the muses coming to us and gifting us with things, there was a switch, and suddenly it was like we weren't gifted by the genius. We were instead becoming the source of the genius. We were ourselves the genius, like it was coming through us instead of from the universe, right? And so as we move in this format with Writing Waves, we're going to really think about what it means to invite the muses, what it means to invite creativity, to let it flow through, to let it arrive, to receive, rather than to have to produce it, right? To have to shore up our ego and it's, so what is that? What is it to be in that stream? What is it to be just standing and, golden oak leaves just swirling around you as they fall down from the tree? What is it? What is that? How does that directionality, how does that shift live in our bodies? And so I'm really, really excited to move with this. And the format is going to be pretty compressed. It's over 6 hours, and we're going to have an opening wave, and then we'll have 5 mini waves and a little experiment in each wave, a little writing period and an opportunity to share after each of those waves. And then at the end, we'll have a little bit of a longer period of writing. We'll choose which rhythm, which key to write inside of, and then we'll have the opportunity to share. And then there will be a new section on my writing website called Notes on Practice, which is subtitled My Experiences on the 5 Rhythms Dancing Path. And there's now a participant section, so people will be invited to share their writing after the workshop on that, in that public forum as well. So I'm super, super excited. I really hope you can join. We are getting close to sold out, so please don't wait if you feel the call. And any suggestions or questions, please send them my way. And I really hope you can join. It wouldn't be the same without you.